Non-aligned movement we have done, no?
Yes,
Only this high court. Do some questions, right?
Oh my God.
नहीं मेरा ये गिरा इसीलिए बोल रहा I am now happy.
The past is sad. The past is sad. The past is sad because Rita didn't come and she had oh, you know that Shreya is sad. Who's that? He's a push.
Yeah, did you see this fall? Huh? ये देखा क्या कहा गया?
So many.
So man, you continue in the background. Yeah, please that.
Ma'am,
कैसे करा?
वो जो घर आ रहा था
subordinate court is opposite.
है
All these other lines are
इसको कैसी रहती है?
subordinate court है
Even the boundary
No,
breaking can.
No, these are the distinction between court and district judge and session judge.
Oh, that is what the subordinate court, right? District court and sessions court. District court deals with the civil cases and the sessions court deals with the
Then all this and all. Because all this,
और साइड तो जब ड्रेस
that is there.
that is what it is coming. Only that.
Slow this is a big advantage.
पूरा लगता है कि बैठी कभी नॉन
I'm just
ये लेकिन डीप बहुत है रिस्क नहीं लिया उसको
Deep with that,
it was a river, we don't know.
रिवर इट वाज अ रिवर वो लाइन में क्या मेजरिंग है
Measuring टेप नहीं आती नीचे.
वही तो
what would it you people?
no I couldn't at some
And bound to what you
मैं पिकनिक भी गई
हमारे
even said बांगली
बांगनी में
it's just a training camp
it's बेलापुर के आगे बेलापुर क्या बदलापुर बेलापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट बदलापुर that is what
it's a training camp जैसे yeah what of us
वो काम है ना
how much money
1008
1575
2000 तो जाता है
हमारा
no
एक दिन था
this one is one day
नहीं हम लोग ने 10th standard को we wanted to go but 9th और 10th में उसको लोगों को नहीं रहता
climb we have like courses like under training or something hiking hiking नहीं climb rocks or zip line ऐसा
हमको 9th और 10th में नहीं
last year हम लोग का इलाके का था
we went to
last year हमारा
Magic Mountain.
yeah
but
that was nice
last year sir
Magic
Mountain near
that was nice that was very
yeah that
nice
was nice
हमको हैदराबाद की मिली
अबे हाँ
in sixth na I had gone to Mysore
Mysore
हम लोग अभी
in 6th तो हमारे 9th standard में दिल्ली आप कर रहे हो
नहीं अभी 6th standard
and Mysore
Bangalore
our 9th standard went to Delhi Agra 6th
I did Bali
nice perfect time
how your white rate
main side जो रहता है
Women's.
Yes.
This one, how many students?
More than after that
How much higher?
36,000
Okay, for 4 days. 4 days.
For me, too much. Too much.
Plus traveling and plus rest.
हाँ चलो अच्छा मत कर लेते हैं बोलो बहुत अच्छा है
मतलब इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है लास्ट डे 6 में क्या लास्ट डे नो
चलो चलो पढ़ाई करो
पिकनिक हो गया हमारा
और लास्ट
जाने दो क्लास आफ्टर कंप्लीट उसका टेक्स्ट बुक भी मैंने ले लिया उसको मालूम नहीं है टेक्स्ट बुक ले लिया
आगे चलो आगे
ओके
अबे एक कौन हो
गाइस we know that what type of system is the court का जो system को क्या बोलता है नहीं that is it कोर्ट का वो जो सिस्टम मैंने बताया था बस 3 टायर
No, ma'am. Just
single unified judiciary. Okay. In the lower level, we can say district courts, sessions court. Okay. This one is dealing with the civil cases. And this one is dealing with the criminal cases. Okay, this one is High Court.
Constitution. Constitution.
No.
वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सॉल्व होता है वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सॉल्व होता है
See, constitutional cases are coming in the Supreme Court or High Court. Understood? Supreme Court have the power to define the constitution. Even fundamental rights are also like that. High Court also, Supreme Court also. But most important cases are coming in the Supreme Court. That is called what power? Original. This is original jurisdiction. Can you tell me what is original?
Original jurisdiction means a case arises for the first time in that jurisdiction.
That is directly originated.
Don't talk.
He's troubling me.
Shut you.
Sorry.
What?
Andrew, where are you?
Take a class.
Gee, not in the class.
His mind is somewhere else.
On this bench.
Yes, your mind is somewhere else. Ma'am is telling your mind is you boy. Ma'am is telling your mind is somewhere else. You boy.
You girl.
Bye again.
Okay. See, the cases directly originating in the Supreme Court is called original jurisdiction. Which type of cases are coming under original jurisdiction? सब
क्वेश्चन
वो केस तो हुआ है ओरिजिनल jurisdiction. What type of cases? Yes.
जो किसी हाई कोर्ट में डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट से केस उठा के लिया और उसको सॉल्व किया
Interstate disputes, protection of fundamental rights, transfer of cases from lower courts, interpretation of constitution.
She did not understand. So
Okay,
one at a time. One.
Interstate or interstate disputes, protection of fundamental rights, transfer of cases from lower courts, interpretation of constitution.
Constitution. 4 types of cases. Sender and state, or between the states, or sender on one side and 2 or more states on one side, Okay, that is what the center state or interstate. That is first. Then it can take any it can take any case under it. That is second. Third, protection of fundamental rights. Then constitutional
cases.
cases means define the constitution. That is what related to any constitutional interpretation. That is not defining interpretation of constitution. Okay, these all things are coming in the original jurisdiction. And this
शौर्य नहीं तो क्यों
OCD. Second one is appellate jurisdiction.
Yes.
What is appellate?
Constitutional cases, civil cases, criminal cases.
नहीं नहीं.
No, it has the power to accept appeals against the decisions of high court, I mean district
ये
court
तो
or
हमारे
other
स्कूल.
courts. Huh?
Appellate jurisdiction means the powers to grant special leave to appeal against a judgment delivered by
To examine the legal.
Special leave of appeal. That is through appeals.
Yes.
Appeals means
Absolutely.
if lower court is given that verdict and the party wanted to go to the higher court with the permission of high court, if that court is taken, that is called through appeal.
पर मिलता नहीं है हमेशा अगर मुझे मुझे इनका नहीं समझा मतलब मुझे इनका लाइक इनने मेरे खिलाफ बोला मुझे नहीं लाइक
ऐसा
हाँ
नहीं
तो
कोर्ट का अभी देखो two parties given a case in the lower court.
हाँ पर वो लाइक मेरे खिलाफ बोले और मुझे हायर कोर्ट में जाना है तो
उनसे लेटर ले सकती है ना.
हाँ, तो उनसे letter
उनको हाई होना पड़ेगा ना.
It's not compulsory. Shut up.
I think there is कोई case
Through
against.
appeals only it can be gone. But appeal के लिए इधर से सर्टिफिकेट लेना पड़ता है.
सर्टिफिकेट
have to
को
give
भी सर्टिफिकेट मिल उनको देना ही पड़ेगा कि
हाँ, उनको देना ही पड़ेगा, देना ही पड़ेगा.
It's like compulsory, right? If I am not
Mostly through certificate only you can go. But in some cases it can take over like that without a certificate also.
जैसे मैंने किसी ने मेरे अगेंस्ट कुछ तरह मर्डर का केस लगा दिया और वो लोग जज बोलते जो मैं करूँगा एंड जज सेज दैट कि आप आर जज गिल्टी तो फिर मैं तो अगर मैं अपील करूँगा तो हमेशा ही मेरे को देंगे कि वो नहीं भी दे सकते.
It is, see, it is one case when you are going to the court, it will not be decided within a year or 2 years or 3 years. It will take long time. Okay, once when the judgment comes also, immediately if you are not satisfied, you can file that case for reinvestigation also. Understood? So if that reinvestigation also you are not satisfied, then you can ask that permission from that court to get a certificate for going to.
तो ये परमिशन कंपलसरी हमको देना ही पड़ेगा.
Yes.
वही
Because without that, how this court also case is going on. How can we understand? How can Supreme Court access such a case without that proof? Understood? So that is why it requires. Clear? So appellate jurisdiction you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is the third one is advisory.
Come on and read it.
Okay.
No, we are just recollecting.
हम हाई कोर्ट में सुप्रीम कोर्ट को बोलते
Supreme Court only, that is the first one.
The Supreme Court has advisory. No, ma'am, so the Supreme Court can advise.
Advise who?
Advise to the President of India.
So it can give advice to the
Questioning law.
executive. That executive can or cannot. Means God gave that advice, that way it is not compulsory to accept it. but it is one of the function of the Supreme Court. Now, from that, based on that, we know that constitutional this thing definition and protection of fundamental rights, these all powers are also coming under Supreme Court. Now let us come to High Court. Yes, revisory. That is what is revisory?
मतलब when case has been, I mean the judgment of a case is given, so
to review any
Supreme Court
judgment
can
of
revise it and
by
give another
the
judgment if he or she feels that the judgment of the lower court is wrong. And it is
to review any judgment or order made by it with a view to removing any mistake or order that might have crept in the judgment of the court.
I'll tell you one example. Say,
order बाद में.
listen. You, that is, I have checked your paper.
अच्छा है ना?
No, example actually. So you just gone through and you just find that this one can be correct or not. So you just brought it to me, madam, this way can be or not. So that is what I have given the remark. So now I wanted to check it again to revise my this thing if anywhere some part is wrong or some part is right. This way the court also judgment is given. But in the interpretation of that case, if any wrong judgment is given or not, because courts, this thing is that if 1,000 escape also, one innocent person should not be punished. That is the rule. Innocent person should not be punished. So the court is looking that if that person is innocent or any part if it is left. So that is called a revisory jurisdiction. Then anything?
Judicial review.
That is, what is judicial review? Court of record only,
to have the record of all the cases in the computer.
null and void.
Yes, null and void.
Means above the constitution, no law will be there.
What is ultraviolence?
That is what null and void.
Right.
By this name.
Virus. VIRES. Virus नहीं, US नहीं, ES.
Virus.
Okay. Over.
Yes.
Shall we move to High Court? See, how many High Courts are there? Is all the states have one High Court or not?
28.
नहीं, यहाँ each districts have one high court.
No, district.
Two states have
Some of the states are having common.
Maharashtra
Capitals
के 50, Maharashtra, Goa है और कुछ
50. Dadra Nagar Haveli.
50.
Capital इधर बताना
25 High Courts.
At least I was first thinking.
हाँ, चंद्रा से बढ़ के
I said 28 first.
Yeah, change your decision to 50.
Say,
What?
how many?
हाँ फिर हर इस पे होता है ना capital क्यों
25 high courts.
So, it is not that most of the states are having High Court.
पर अगर छोटा अगर population कम होगी तो
So that is neighboring state is connected. Okay, how many High Courts are there?
25.
Now, in Supreme Court, how many judges are there?
33.
33.
Plus one
Chief Justice. Chief Justice plus, that is maximum 33. Till the Parliament amended. Understand?
कोई तो रोया उसकी वजह से 33 हुआ हाँ
पहले 33 होगा.
Okay.
पर क्या है?
So,
ठीक है वो
इसकी बात कर.
got it? Now, in the case of High Court, there is no fixed number. One thing is compulsory, Chief Justice is compulsory. how many judges to be there? There is no fixed number. It varies from state to
population
state. Population or administrative area.
High court model.
High court. I am talking about high court. Okay. There is then who appoint the Chief Justice of High Court
Chief Justice.
and judges?
Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice of India, CJI. नहीं रुको president appoints ना I forgot हाँ मैंने बोला पहले
President with consultation of the Chief Justice of the
India
High
Chief
Court.
Justice of the
High
India
Court.
चीफ जस्टिस तो हाई कोर्ट होता है
Chief Justice of the High Court consults you or she took me
अभी
होता है High Court का होता है
हाई कोर्ट का चीफ जस्टिस होता है
Yes.
होता है
इसको नाम नहीं याद है।
Every high court is having this. Every high court is having one chief justice and judges. Understood? Here, Supreme Court also chief justice plus 33 judges. It is fixed number. Supreme Court का fixed number. But High Court का number fixed नहीं है. Why? See, for example, northeastern states, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Meghalaya, Manipur, all these states together have only one high court. So it is very complicated. So depends upon that problems and depends upon the issues taking place in that area, the number will be more. Okay. Yes, clear or not?
Yes.
Now, President appoint the Chief Justice. Now, other judges.
They are appointed also by President under the advice of Chief Justice of High Courts.
Plus governor of the respective state. In the place of the president,
looking ma'am reading
online justice
क्या है कभी खुशी बोल रही है इधर से नहीं है
other judges are appointed by whom? Other judges of the High Court are appointed by whom?
बिना देख के Andrew बिना देख के
चीफ जस्टिस I'm not good at civics, no, I don't.
You are not good at anything.
Math भी नहीं आता. See, listen. Appointment is done by President
I said
and
that.
Chief Justice
I said that.
plus
When did you say
governor of the respective states.
I said that.
हाँ भाई सब बोला
Okay, I didn't say governor, I just said chief justice.
Governor of the respective states.
He also decides.
Yes, because one state matter is there. So that is the respective state governors. Okay, this much is clear? Yeah. What are the qualifications required?
Should be
Yes, one by one.
Should be Indian citizen.
That foreign का नहीं हो सकता.
actually 62 years.
Yeah.
He should retire at the age of 62.
No,
Should not be over 62 years of age.
He should retire
Should be
at
above.
62.
Should not be above.
अरे चुप बैठ.
Should not be above 62
He
years
should
of
have
age.
10 years of experience as an advocate in the High Court or 5 years of experience as a judge in High Court.
Yes.
Dude,
हाई कोर्ट का जज बनने के लिए उसको 5
he has
साल
to
हाई कोर्ट
actually,
चलना पड़ेगा.
he needs to be an advocate of the High Court for at least 10 years.
10 years.
And he should have a judicial office in the territory of
सुप्रीम कोर्ट का पूछ रहे हैं
Yes,
हाई
sir.
कोर्ट का
हाई कोर्ट का
हाँ तो हाई कोर्ट का वो बोला कि हाई कोर्ट के लिए 10 साल हाई कोर्ट के लगते हैं.
क्या बात
वही तो
मैंने तेरे को मारा. हाँ, मारा. अभी मारा है.
मैं मारा मारी भाई
Okay, is it clear when you are writing the answer? Please read that question carefully. Many of your papers, this is what you may be knowing the answer, but if you are spending reading that question correctly, you can write. Understood? At least in the coming exam, you should.
Ask my question first and
I thought that he.
see.
I thought that he is boycotting.
Yes, that's a very good decision. I appreciate it.
Huh? Okay, okay. Do it.
हम पका रहे हैं वीडियो
देखो बैठा था ना।
ये कराया
वैसे देखो पहले से ही
चुप रहो यार ध्यान करने में
Now conditions of service.
नहीं है
नहीं है.
नहीं है। मैम ये सब हम लोग ने सुप्रीम
डायरेक्ट पावर्स से जा पावर्स
यस ओरिजिनल jurisdiction
See, all these things.
उसका नहीं है
नहीं
नहीं
हमारी कुछ डर है
Retirement, removal and transfer. No.
अभी सीधा ओरिजिनल jurisdiction starting from original jurisdiction
This one, no?
I think this is just
Why you want
all these other things are
why you want that one
Okay.
and important thing English
A judge of a high court enjoys the security of tenure. I have told you the same thing in the case of Supreme Court.
where are you now
Retirement, removal, and transfer. That is everything same like that of Supreme Court.
नहीं है
नहीं है वो पूरा
वो
page
है
यार
है।
सीधा ओरिजिनल jurisdiction से स्टार्ट करना है
तुमने
नहीं है
हाँ तो बाकी है नहीं है
मैं
भाई तो सिलेबस देख सिलेबस में देखो कहाँ से दिख रहा है और अपॉइंटमेंट के बाद सिर्फ jurisdiction and functions आ रहे हैं
I wasn't there that time.
you stupid boy
I wasn't there that time. I wasn't there. Sorry.
Ma'am, you take my book. I have marked everything properly.
Ah,
You want my book?
you are allowed, no?
No problem, I can write it.
Yes, now you just observe that page 227.
इसका पावर्स है
Huh?
पावर्स
Powers I will teach you. Before
वो
that,
भी नहीं है टेबल भी नहीं है
table I am just telling you. What is that? The court for Uttar Pradesh. Its headquarters is Allahabad, only for one state. Total 25 high courts I have told you.
Yes.
Correct? Now, Andhra Pradesh only for that state. Bombay High Court is for Mumbai. Its branches at Nagpur, Panaji and Aurangabad because other states are also under its jurisdiction.
बेंचेस मतलब ब्रांच बेंचेस मतलब ब्रांच
Branch. That is, see, Supreme Court's sitting is there. That is what we call bench. That is one judge court is there. 3 judges or 5 judges. Like that they are appointing. Constitutional cases mostly 3 judges. That is why it is called bench. Understood? It is not that one person and other that okay, you look after this one, that one. No. So this one bench is appointed, depends upon the temper. But here, what is there? It is having at Nagpur, Panji, and Aurangabad. Okay. Now, which all are the states? Maharashtra, Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, and Goa. Bombay High Court. Understood? Panji is for that Goa. And Dadra Nagar Haveli also most of the cases, if it is related to this one, all the cases directly Mumbai Court there. Have you seen that Mumbai High Court? BT. No. If people are passing in front of that this thing, advocates used to like what is that? flies, they come out.
Why?
Any court case, like that, they will also.
अच्छा मैं गाड़ी में जाता
So if we walk down, these people are standing.
पर इसलिए population है जो केस नहीं मिलती.
पुराने जमाने के केस में होते हैं.
No, cases are there. The cases will go to that very much non advocates. Because if I have a case, I feel that my case to be that win in favor of me. So I will look at that kind of advocate. Understood? So this,
जब तो relax कर दो
no, that's okay. You got it.
भाई देखो पता है वो जो ये रहते हैं ना वो
This
ये लिखने के लिए केस लिखने के लिए वो ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए 60,000 मिलता है लॉयर को. So वो ड्राफ्ट.
it is not a lawyer. There are some persons called writers.
No, not them. Now suppose a case is now gone to a lawyer. So he or she needs to prepare a draft and then submit it to the judge. Now, so just for preparing that draft, he or she gets around 60,000 because my family friend's father is a lawyer and was like preparing
No,
this.
it is not that every case will get that much.
But
Depends upon if you are a lawyer or advocate. So what is that? You are assuring me, okay, I will get it done for you. This is the full fee for me. So that is what for one case that much is fixed. Sometimes it is for 30,000, it is for 50,000, depends upon the time. So they will tell you have to give this much first initial payment this much.
they are quite.
Okay. Calcutta High Court is for Calcutta and Andaman Nicobar. West Bengal and Andaman Nicobar. Like that, you can find Karnataka High Court is for Karnataka, Kerala, Kochi, that is center, Kerala and Lakshadweep. Okay. Then I am seeing that Punjab and Haryana, and Chandigarh. Why this difference is there?
What?
Punjab and Haryana have common capital at
Everyone signed.
क्योंकि
Chandigarh. Chandigarh is
population
no.
नहीं मैंने नहीं किया. Sorry.
बोल रही है. No, because Punjab and Chandigarh is like. अरे मैंने नहीं की.
Punjab and Haryana is having common capital at Chandigarh. Chandigarh is a union capital. Chandigarh is a union territory.
Population में जगह कम.
नहीं
Chandigarh is a union territory.
डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे थे पंजाब और हरियाणा में इसमें चंडीगढ़ को कौन लेगा
Both the states are having common capital, and that common capital is a union territory.
छत्तीसगढ़ यूनियन टेरिटरी.
चंडीगढ़ union territory.
वो कब से होगा?
ये कब से
ये कब से होगा?
पहले से.
अभी भी यूनियन टेरिटरी.
हाँ.
अभी तो किसी का. मैंने नहीं सीखा यार.
Okay. Then which is that Khana is having. Guwahati is for Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, and Arunachal Pradesh. 4 states.
आई थिंक वो थोड़ा सा 333 50 पर लग गया क्या 33 55 पर लग गया
Oh yeah.
Ma'am, he is concentrating on that.
Oh, हो गया.
Okay. Is it clear? Now, origin that powers and jurisdiction of High Court. That first power and jurisdiction is that original. What are the original jurisdiction of High Court?
The first case coming up from their jurisdiction.
related to wills divorce marriage house
नहीं वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्या है?
Right. First, our matters relating to state revenue and its collection. Underline that point. Mark it.
I'm not saying anything on फिर भी है.
You just see. Original jurisdiction, first one, what is that?
Relating the state revenue and its collection.
State revenue and its collection. Okay.
उसमें कौन सा केस है?
कि ज़्यादा ऐसा लूट लिया करके तो.
पूरा स्टेट का रेवेन्यू का कलेक्शन के बारे में कुछ भी क्वेश्चन आएगा तो सेकंड cases regarding wills, divorce, marriage, company law and contempt of court may be referred to or brought before the high court. Okay, you told about the
Contempt of court मतलब कोर्ट का ये करना, इंसल्ट करना.
हाँ.
कोर्ट को इंसल्ट करने के लिए भी कोर्ट में आना पड़ेगा. इसलिए
नहीं, कोर्ट का जजमेंट के बारे में बाहर खड़ा होकर बात करेगा.
मतलब कोर्ट के बारे में कुछ गलत सुन.
See, earlier when we are going in front of that judge, we have to address in that Western style. That means great Lord, my Lord, like that only. That is respect.
अभी वही होता है.
No, that is changed.
जज चाचा जाए लगा दो.
No, that recently it kind of order was passed not to address like that.
Then how to address now?
कैसे क्या बैन देते कैसे कैसे
That is like that. My lord is that
imperial title है ना इसलिए.
imperial.
But now how to address when as a judge to the judge साहब कैसे कैसे
कैसे वो क्यों बोलना
अभी
चाहिए?
When you are entering into the courtroom, you will understand that is automatically a fear factor will come.
What will you tell
You will not tell anything.
हाँ.
You will not tell anything.
मैंने बोलूँगा मतलब मेरे को केस आएगा.
You don't have to speak. Open your
तो फिर
mouth.
कैसे
You
सामने
are
तो
having-
कैसे
लॉयर होना.
You are having lawyer, no?
अरे पर लॉयर कैसे एडजस्ट करेगा.
I am lawyer.
No.
नहीं वो पूछे लॉयर कैसे एडजस्ट करेगा.
मैं lawyer हूँ. मैं कैसे address
That is in the
उसका है
what way to be addressed. Okay. Yes, assistant. Every high court has the power to interpret the constitution. This power is known as power of
judicial review.
okay. Along with the Supreme Court, it enjoys original jurisdiction of the enforcement of fundamental rights. How can the fundamental right be enforced?
When the head is
by issuing writs.
Okay. The High Court has original jurisdiction in cases such as election petitions, challenging the elections of the members of parliament or the members of the state legislative assembly and other local bodies. This is a separate power, which was not given in the Supreme Court's original jurisdiction.
ये क्या था मतलब I can file a case against the minister.
Not against the minister, no. If election is conducted and vote counting of that vote or like related to that one, if any doubt is there, we can.
Early voting.
Okay, clear? And is very good. Huh?
And the judge.
He got very much angry. Andrew.
Tension में चला था.
Look here.
You don't worry, आते के बाद में आ जाएगी.
Look here. Huh? No. Andrew.
कुछ नहीं.
Pay attention.
Now,
Yes, pay attention.
पकाने में मैं कुछ बोला भी नहीं फिर पकाने.
ये चुप नहीं. As it is the last class.
मुझे पकाने में.
It is last class.
संभाले ये.
उसका हत्या कर दिया. Last class उसका हत्या कर दिया. चलेगा.
Okay, don't keep. Then we have to really practice the cases.
Man keep to somewhere else and use for
Appellate jurisdiction. Logo madam do that.
लोगों में like judge
लेकिन उसको नहीं चाहिए
जज को पुलिस को
Okay. All other subjects over.
Hindi and
Hindi only left.
Hindi these people.
हमारा हो गया
हो गया
These people क्या होता है?
these
दी
thank you I know that
Okay.
these people
Appellate jurisdiction. What is that? Appellate jurisdiction of High Court means that the High Court has the power to accept appeals against the decisions of the district courts in civil as well as criminal cases. So through appeals, when it is going to the High Court, it is called an appellate jurisdiction.
ऐसा ऐसा हो सकती है क्या प्लीज
Now, civil cases. Only those civil cases which are decided. See, when it is asked about what are the powers of the High Court. Okay, so what is that? Original, appellate, and
advisory
advisory. Revisory. Advisory भी है, revisory भी है, judicial review भी है.
advisory नहीं है
Court.
हाई कोर्ट में से advisory भी है advisory
पूछा नहीं है
syllabus में नहीं we don't have that for exam
अभी है रे
तो देख ना उसमें खाली है
सिलेबस में है ना
advisory written answer पर
Okay.
इधर है बस इतना छोटा ही तो गाना
Then what type of cases are coming in the appellate jurisdiction?
सिविल एंड
Civil and criminal cases. What are the civil cases? Pass, you tell me.
सिविल केसेस लाइक हमारी बहन का झगड़ा हो गया प्रॉपर्टी पे फिर पति पत्नी का रिलेशन थोड़ा सा खराब सा है और वेल
मतलब वो बाप मर गया तो
और वो ओरिजिनल में आएगा
Government matters concerning land
वो इसका ओरिजिनल में
issues were
See, it is original jurisdiction, but civil cases are like that disputes which are coming in the civil court. That civil court also through appeal it can go to. The cases where the blatant injustice has been committed by any tribunal. Tribunal means those court or organization which look after the cases are tribunals. Okay. Now, criminal cases. What type of cases are coming through appeal?
जब एक बंदा दूसरा बंदा को
वही नहीं पता सिर्फ चोरी भी होती है
पता है
हर हर
आरो
चोरी रेप सब
ऐसे
आता है
एंड
हाँ।
यू बात कभी मारे
Against the judgment of the sessions judge or an additional sessions judge where the sentence of imprisonment exceeds 7 years. Understood? Where the sentence of judgment exceed how many years?
7 years
7 years. Then it will go by appeal through high court.
कोई भी कोर्ट डेथ सेंटेंस दे सकता है Any
सिर्फ
court can do
हाई
that.
कोर्ट
Mostly high courts only can, highest court only can give.
पंचायत को डेथ सेंटेंस दे
लेकिन इधर लिखा है सेंटेंस ऑफ अच्छा मस्ट बी कंफर्म
पंचायत को डेथ सेंटेंस दे
Against the judgments of the assistant session judge, the chief metropolitan magistrate or other judicial magistrate was the sentence of imprisonment exceeds 4 years. See, assistant session judge means it is coming in the lower courts. Okay, lower court ka judgment sentence of imprisonment exceed 4 years. First, which exceed 7
दे
years.
सकता है
क्या
डेथ सेंटेंस
तेरी काम.
डेथ सेंटेंस 4 साल के
मारे एकदम से 4 साल को धुलना करेगा
It is not death sentence.
नहीं मैं बोली कि 4 साल से ज्यादा अगर प्रिजन में रहा तो वो
पहले लिखा है 7 साल के ऊपर
No, no.
4 साल के ऊपर।
See, you listen. If the sessions court give a verdict. Verdict only we are telling. So 8 years के लिए दिया. That means that person should be imprisoned for 8 years. Now it becomes more than 7 years. So it can go to high court through appeals. 7 years से ज़्यादा होएगा तो appeal कर सकते हैं high court.
The person on whom the status has been put, he has to appeal. कि high court खुद ऐसे लेगा.
No. It appeal word is high court खुद नहीं लेगा. To appeal. Okay. Now the additional sessions court. That means sessions court का additional judge.
उसे भी नीचे
If he gave a verdict for 5 years. Now more than 4 years हो गया. So that also through appeals it can go to.
मतलब session court 8 years, additional session court 5 years.
More than 7 years if it is given. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next type of case is that against the state, when the order of the acquittal is passed by the sessions judge. The court is giving the verdict against the state. Understood? State government or like that. When the order of acquittal is passed by the sessions court. Sessions judge that against the state government, if any decision is taken, that the state government can approach what is that high court through appeal. A sentence of death must be confirmed by the high court before it can be carried out. So according to that, the session court also can decide that or give the sentence. Understood? See, one example I will give you. That 3 months back, one incident happened in Kerala. One West Bengal or UP का एक laborer है. He kidnapped a small child when she was going from school to home. That is, he kidnapped and after the rape, he killed that child.
12 साल की थी?
No, small child.
5 साल की थी, 5-6 साल की थी.
So it was that person. The child's parents were also laborers from other states. Okay, Bihar, Bihar. Then the police find out this person and afterwards now this one, the lower court, that is sessions court, when they investigated the matter, the police found that the similar case was done in Delhi and then he escaped to Kerala and he had that history of this kind of act. So immediately that judgment was like that only, this death sentence. Because lower court find so many such cases.
Such a least sentence. Actually, yeah.
Okay. But now it has to be verified by high court.
Did they verify?
No, I was going to.
पर वो अलग स्टेट के इधर है ना, तो सुप्रीम के पास नहीं है.
No, actually it is not a state to state. That both the persons are within that state. No. That person is also a laborer, migrant laborer. The other persons also migrant laborers. So both are in that place. Okay. Now you got to know about what is that, what type of
You got that
cases.
sentence?
Eh?
You got that sentence?
he has got, but now this the High Court it has to.
ऐसा कुछ 6 साल के बाद
अच्छा कभी का हाई कोर्ट नहीं गया 2 महीने पहले ही हुआ था
Within this short time, everything was this thing, discovered and all. No? That was a faster this thing.
चैनल इसमें चैनल
Now, advisory, you told it is not there, but advising who? Government departments, legislature, or the governor. Okay. Now, revisory jurisdiction means the High Court can call for record of a case which has been decided by the subordinate court. So, in different cases, what judgment was taken, it is recorded. That is what the function of High Court. So, do the subordinate court is a court of record?
yes
Subordinate court.
नहीं
Court of record is High Court and the Supreme Court. Both the highest courts are the court of record. Then, this is done because the High Court feels that the subordinate court has exercised the jurisdiction not vested in it, or the latter has not followed proper procedure. Clear? Therefore, the High Court can review the case and take appropriate action. This is known as revisory jurisdiction. Sometimes, if the statement is given and what type of jurisdiction is there, you have to understand and make the correct answer. Revisory. Now, revisory jurisdiction is applicable in the following cases. 4 types of cases revisory is applicable. 1. Injustice or an error of law apparent on the face of the record. That means that first impression itself, some mistake can be visible. Understood? So that doubt arises, immediately it can take over and correct. No, police is doing only FIR.
अगर वही उसमें अगर ये होगा
See, no. Police is filing that FIR.
हाँ पर अगर मेरे खिलाफ है मैंने मर्डर किया मेरे खिलाफ है मैं अच्छा फिर आप कर सकती हूँ
Now, no, you told that is the police told you are the murderer.
नहीं मैंने किया है और मेरे खिलाफ किसने तो किया पर मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है तो मैंने उनको पैसा दिया
So nothing will happen. This one, police will take you also, the other person also, and will file that FIR. Now, afterwards, you will be taken to the court. Then they will ask for that 14 days to make that charge sheet and all. That means to question you. So, court will grant you in custody, police custody. During the police custody, they will make anything. Okay. You told that you have given money and then this one. You also have an advocate, other person is also having advocate. If the other person's advocate is so strong, then he can make a
नहीं मेरे पास हमको कोई ज्यादा अच्छा रहा है
पैसा नहीं, that means
वो कोर्ट देता है कि एडवोकेट
No, you can defend yourself with the help of advocate. But what proof that person is bringing, what proof this person is bringing, that depends upon that. It is not much. So then the judge will see that both the arguments and they will see and make the judgment. There is no money.
है ना
You-
क्या तो
You don't know that is which judge is going to give judgment finally. That judge is transferred to another court. Then what?
सब जो दिया था उसमें नाम
It is not. Mostly it is not happen.
जजेस को गाइड करना मुश्किल होता है
Okay.
Right here.
First point you got it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now second, violation of the principles of natural justice. What is that? Actually, when it is told that justice to be equal to both, there should be a balance.
Rich and poor.
Everyone should get a equal justice. That is what uh, justice is provided naturally. Okay, natural justice. So, in giving that, in providing that natural justice, if there is a violation means she told me she has so much money, she gave the money and she got escaped from it. Okay, so the other person should get the natural justice, no? Other person is not getting justice when you are escaped from that. Understood? So he has the right of natural justice. Yes, definitely. Understood. So in that case, the court will revise that. Third, arbitrary authority leading to wrong judgment. What is that? Arbitrary. Arbitrarily taking that means like dictatorially like that. That is one-sided way that decisions are being taken without hearing the other parties. What is that? What they have to say. So in that case, if High Court finds that way something happened, then also a revisory can be done. Then flagrant error in the procedure. Jaldbazi kiya without studying the case carefully. So that it is also error in the procedure takes. Understood? So for example, जज के पास वो डिक्टेट करता है तो वो टाइप करने के लिए लोग पढ़ता है तो that time also sometimes mistake can creep. So when the mistake comes,
उसको भी कर सकते हैं हम लोग
नहीं वो रिकॉर्ड होता है वीडियो से रिकॉर्ड होता है
पता अभी टाइपो एरर होता है ना तो पहले जैसे कंप्यूटर में करता है understood. So that is what the